Should you draft DJ Moore in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. You know, DJ, I think you're about to have to take the same big fat D I gave Mike Evans, because god damn, you're just him but younger. Yeah, I'm not a super big fan of DJ Moore this year. He finished last year as the wide receiver 16. He's currently going as the wide receiver 21 or the 43rd overall player. And listen, there is a little bit of cause for optimism with DJ Moore. Last year, Caleb Williams was objectively kind of mid, and hopefully now with the addition of Ben Johnson as the head coach, one of the guys who's pretty much praised as a great offensive mind, Caleb will take a jump. And theoretically, that should help DJ Moore since he's never really had a great quarterback. And we've seen that DJ Moore can be a successful fantasy wide receiver. He had 2 years ago, 2023, with Justin Fields, he was the wide receiver 9. However, I just don't believe that DJ Moore, that's who DJ Moore is. I think that wide receiver 9 finish is more of a testament to Justin Fields' inadequacies as a quarterback than DJ Moore's talent as a receiver. Listen, Fields can't go through his progressions. In that season, it was really just either Justin Fields threw the ball to DJ Moore or he took off running. And because of that, DJ Moore kind of targeted his way to a good finish. But now we're looking at a guy like Caleb Williams, who we think is going to be better. And DJ Moore is just in a really clogged offense. You're looking at other guys around him. There's Luther Burden. There's Colston Loveland, the tight end out of Michigan. Both of those guys are rookies. There's also Rome Odunze from last year, who was a top 10 pick and assumedly is going to take a step forward at some point. Cole Kmet is still around, technically, and I like Cole Kmet, even though he's probably going to lose workload this year. And I just don't. DJ Moore just feels like the most boring of those options. He's also the most expensive, and I feel like DJ Moore's a guy who's going at his ceiling. He's going as the wide receiver 21, and besides that one outlier year where he finished wide receiver 9, we're looking at a guy who's finished wide receiver 28, wide receiver 23, a good year where he finished wide receiver 14, wide receiver 33, and 26. This is a guy who I feel is just going at his ceiling, and that's not who I want to take in these fantasy drafts. I want a guy who has upside, a guy who's going to return not only his value but more, and DJ Moore feels like a guy who, if everything breaks right, he's just going to return his value. He's not going to return his value plus more, and I just feel like that's not going to lead you to championships, and that's not even saying that DJ Moore could just be bad. This is a guy who, he was wide receiver 16 last year, only averaged 14 points per game. He really was a just steady, get-it-done kind of guy, and now he's walking back into a receiving room that has a lot more competition. And I think that it's not out of the question that DJ Moore gets replaced by either Rome Odunze or just by the committee of all the receivers around him in the Bears pecking order. And because of that, I'm just out of it. I don't think I'm going to give him the D I gave Mike Evans, because I think